All right, guys. So we got some great news coming out of St. Louis this week. Scott Rolen was officially inducted into the Hall of Fame after a very long time on the ballot. It's way overdue. Great for him. He was an amazing hitter, also 8-time Gold Glove winner, I believe. So very deserving for him. 70.1 career WAR. I'm not really sure why the writers took so long to vote him in, but I'm very glad that this happened.
Yeah, I think Scott Rolen's time at the hot corner was definitely a big reason why it took so long. It's just historically been really tough for third baseman to get in. Most of them get in by some eras committee. Only I believe Scott Rolen was the ninth third baseman inducted by the BBWAA ballot. So like the original way to get in. So that's super exciting. At 70 WAR, 8 Gold Gloves, like you said, 18-year veteran. He won a World Series. You'd think that guy deserves to be in. You can't really tell the story of baseball between 1995 and 2010 without Scott Rolen. And so in my opinion, that's the criteria. He's in. I was looking around though, some social media, and I saw some people that were really upset, some people that didn't think he deserved it. Definitely some people that thought other people on the ballot deserved it more than him. I would have had Andrew Jones, Scott Rolen, and Todd Helton all on my ballot. So that's my take here. What do you think, Gravy?
Yeah, and so I'm looking at his stat page right now. He was in St. Louis from 2002 to 2007, and his offensive prowess was incredible while he was here. He hit 111 home runs and almost 500 RBIs in his time in St. Louis, and his OPS was around 879. So during his time, he was absolutely elite and such a power hitter for us. And I think he's one of the most deserving candidates for the Hall of Fame that we've seen in a while.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, he was part of that MV3 with Pujols and Edmonds. He had so many great years. I can't believe it took this long. And he started with a really low percentage, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but on his first year on the ballot, I believe it was either 12 or 14%.
I think it
That's
was
the
around
lowest.
10, but
Maybe, yeah.
yeah,
Whatever it was, though, it was the lowest all time for like a first ballot guy to end up getting in. So it took way too long. Was this his seventh or eighth year on the ballot?
it was. I think it was his sixth or seventh. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's been
I
on
mean,
for
way
a
too long.
while. Mhm.
Way too long for Scott Rolen. I'm just happy for him. Shout out to Scott Rolen. Thanks for everything you did for St. Louis. So glad you can be on the ballot and so glad you can make it in. The most interesting question now that pops up with Rolen is who's he going to, what cap is he going to wear when he goes in? Because he changed teams in the middle, right? So he started with Philadelphia. I believe he spent 7 years there, then 6 years in St. Louis. And then he did have some time in Cincinnati and Toronto, if I'm correct. But neither of those held a candle to what he did in those first two cities. So
I mean, yeah.
definitely going to be something to monitor. He also might go in no cap. A couple guys have
Mhm.
done that recently. Mike Mussina did that in order to honor both teams that he played for most of his career. So we'll have to see. Really exciting stuff, though.
And it is important to note that he won the World Series with us in 2006. So maybe that's an important factor there. I'm not sure if he won anywhere else.
He definitely did
No, he
not.
did not.
That's
Okay.
his only title. And I mean, I feel like he won the bulk of his accolades here. He did win Rookie of the Year in Philadelphia, which will help. But I don't know. I think he did more in St. Louis. So I would love to see him go in with a Cardinals hat. I am interested. If he wears a Cardinals hat in, will that get his number retired in St. Louis?
I mean, when the Cardinals inevitably trade for Mike Trout, he's going to have to wear a different number then. So I don't know about that.
Boy, we would love that, wouldn't we? Well, congratulations to Scott on an absolutely brilliant career. Congratulations to his family. We're just so glad that he got to spend part of that time here. Once again, one of the most deserving Hall of Fame candidates we've had in a while. I'm so glad he made it in.